Hey, Whisky Pants, I'm Chris.
And I'm Kara.
Kara, what do we have today?
We have a whiskey tour of Scotland, day 12. That means we're halfway there.
I was just starting to get fun.
Today's is a 13-year-old Highland malt from Invergordon. It is European oak butt and comes in at 46%.
Can I just say, sometimes when we have things in the European
Or American.
aged or American, I'm a little
Hesitant?
not hesitant. I think because some of the expressions that we've had have been a little on the bitter side.
Well, I don't know if you guys can see this. You can see your own sample at
This
home.
water.
It's very light.
Is this like a 5-time refill?
It doesn't say.
Doesn't say nothing, just European oak.
Yeah. It's 13 years old though, right?
How,
That's a interesting number. 13.
how do you get that color at 13?
I don't know.
That's crazy.
Oh, it's malty. And
This
funky.
is another distillery that we have yet to try.
It's malty and a little bit funky and a little bit salty. Can you get a little salty?
A little bit salt, but okay,
A little bit what?
salt, and
It
then
sounded like you said salt.
salt. It's a
Salt.
salty dog. Okay, this is a weird description. So when you go to Bath and Body Works and you smell all these,
All of them?
yeah, and you're just kind of like sniffed out.
Yeah, get nose blind.
This kind of reminds me of like a candle, right?
I can see that.
Like it has a little bit of fall. It's got a slight salty breeze to it. You know, the descriptions are amazing on those candles, let me just say.
Oh my lord. Soft moss.
What is that?
I don't know. So, I'm gonna jump.
It smells like a candle.
It smells. I totally
Like
understand.
a
what
fragrant candle. It doesn't smell like a scotch.
it smells.
It doesn't smell like a scotch, like a alcoholic.
So I think we should just.
Yeah, I can't wait. I have no idea how this is gonna
This
taste.
is tricky.
Could it just be fragrant water? What is the ABV? 46. Wow. It feels like it's 40%.
It tastes. The texture is a little bit thin. It's a little bit lacking. Do you get this really artificial sweetness in the front, like super artificial, almost like Sweet and Low?
A little bit. But I do, okay, there is a little salinity to it though. A slight. Just a touch on the mid palate. There's not a lot going on for this.
I get a little weird, bitter cocoa on the mid palate to the finish.
I'm just getting like a flat line. It didn't die.
Oh.
It was just a flat line of flavors. The beginning of the palate has the most flavor.
Okay, so
and then it just drops off a cliff.
I'm getting a weird raw honey with the Sweet and Low.
I'm just getting basically really sweet and low. It does feel very artificial.
It's so
Do they
concentrated.
even have sweet and low anymore? Or is that showing our age?
I don't know. It's an artificial sweetener. I'm not getting the bitter cocoa anymore.
And I'm not getting any maltiness.
That's what I'm missing. That sweetness, unfortunately, just takes over.
Yeah. But I feel as if we were to add more water, it would be just water.
The texture.
Like, there's nothing. There's nothing. It's just clear. Like, I can see through it. So this right here, out of all the other European oaks that we've had, have all been bitter.
This one is, I don't know what,
Nothing.
Is there malt that sweet?
Or how many times did they use this European oak that the bitterness just kind of ran out of it?
I wonder if this is an inactive cask or just
It's
not
something.
It's just not the best cask. It's just
Yeah.
the texture is not quite in pleasing. It's a little bit thin. Sometimes I don't mind thin whiskeys, but this is a bit thin. And it's the one note. So there's a couple notes that I just can't get past. And besides that funky phosphorus taste, the other one is really artificial sugar.
Yeah.
That's a note that it's really hard for me to move past.
My suggestion would be is that if you're trying to introduce someone to single malt or just even general scotch and they don't like usually single malts, give them this. There's no maltiness in it. It's just fake sweetener and they might be like, "Oh, it's not as horrible as I remember."
I added
because
water.
those people, it's not horrible.
Don't
It's
mix that up.
amazing.
I added water to that one, and it helps that artificial sweetener. It pulls it open a teensy bit, so the front palate is better.
Wait, there's something on the finish that's odd.
Yes, that's the only thing. It improves.
It's almost floral.
It's funky,
like perfume.
Yeah. So it's interesting.
Where'd that
I
come
like
from?
the front palate with water, but the finish gets weird.
Okay, the funk is so much prominent on that one.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no.
Oh,
What's
that's
the percent?
odd.
No. That is odd.
Okay, this doesn't sound very nice, and I apologize, but it tastes like a particular modeling glue used to smell. Like Tester's modeling glue from the 80s. They changed the formula and now it smells like lemon. The old one. It tastes like that smells on the finish. It's like this weird, funky, sweet glue. It's not my jam. It makes me a little bummed, but...
So you just admitted on camera that you sniffed glue as a child.
No, you can smell it when you're putting models together.
She admitted it. That's what's wrong with her.
Many things wrong. So, are you guys getting some interesting notes on day 12 from, is it Invergordon? Yeah, Invergordon. Please give us your tasting notes below. I wonder if we're just wildly off today, or is this malt a particularly challenging and different adventure? I can't wait to see your guys' notes. And while you're down there, hit...
No. I'm sorry to interrupt you, but I think they literally just put the liquid fake sweetener in this bottle. There is no scotch.
So while you're down there, hit that thumbs up button. If you like what we're doing on the channel, give us a subscribe and turn on those notifications so you can join us in our next video. We do have day 13 through to day 24 to get through, and we can't wait for you to join us on that journey. I would love to say that I'm digging day 12. I think it's just a little bit too challenging and it hits a couple notes that are not in my palate. So unfortunately, I can't wait to see what day 13 has to offer.
I like how you say challenging. That's being nice.
It's challenging me for sure. Well, I don't know about you, but I can't wait to drink more whiskey.
Yeah.